Hello everyone, welcome to Bargain Gaming, where we can play excellent games without busting our wallets. We are revisiting the Romance of the Three Kingdoms number 13. We did, I think, a short sequence where we talked about doing the hero mode, right? We got all the way till Sun Yu. The thing is that, as far as Sun Yu is concerned, so we are getting down to areas like this is when we are just an officer, not part of the warlord, and that is the kind of gameplay that is no interest to me. I didn't find that very interesting, so I think let's not continue going down that road, and let's just go play the first episode. I should not episode. Let's try the Yellow Turban Rebellion, and let's see how quickly we can get through it. And not so much how quickly we can get through it, is how much of the novel, the story, we can be witness to. I mean, how much of the story can be relayed to us. And this is when a very earliest, so 184 AD, and Hejin, the Han Empire is still in place, and the Yellow Turban just erupted. And so this is the end of the Han Dynasty. And I have already, what do you call this? I have come up with our original officers, and so wait, this is, I think I saved them to 10. I can't remember. Okay, so I saved them to 10, and again, the reason why I put in quite a bit of officers is that when we were going through the tutorial, we see that each city requires one governor and 3 ministers, because there's a lot of development to do. So this is year 184 AD, February 1st, the very first scenario, Yellow Turban. So since we're revisiting the whole thing, and as part of the, what do you call this, scenario setting, we are asking that the game follows the story mode. So in this current situation, we see that the Yellow Turban have taken a bunch of cities. So they have what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, while the Han Dynasty is left 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. See, the thing is that the way it's laid out is the empire has been really, because of internal politics, because of the eunuchs playing power games with with the nobility, the whole country was left unchecked. And so corrupt officials just did whatever they want, and that allowed the Yellow Turban to spread so quickly and so widely. It was all over the place. The problem with the Yellow Turban is they don't have really competent officers. So even despite the fact that the Han Dynasty is in decline, they have still a lot of, let's say, martially competent, very competent martially people, and also very competent academicians or governors. And so, although they hold less cities, right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, as against 9 for the Yellow Turban, they don't have the Han Empire can actually field competent armies, while the Yellow Turbans are basically rabble. So they have like mass numbers, but there's very little cohesion and there's very little leadership. So like this one has two people in it, two leadership quality, four, one over here. This is their headquarters, two. Over here, three. Over here, three. So they're barely any. Three, and then this last one, four. Unlike Sun Jian. Sun Jian has 9, and that's on his own. Liu Yan has 7. Gongsun Zan, I think this is where Liu Pei is. That's why I never tried playing Liu Pei, because he starts right here. No, he's not here. Where is he? Or he's here with the Liu Yan. Oh yeah, he's here with Liu Yan, Liu Pei, Guan Yu, and Zhang Fei. So wow. So that's why Liu Pei keeps going back and forth. It's just ridiculous. So and here, when we play as Liu Pei, he will be acting only as an officer. So we cannot do anything on our own except if we are appointed as a minister. And so our starting position is Xiangyang. This will one day be the starting point. On year 190, Liu Biao will appear here, and then he will control these two cities. But Liu Biao is not an important personage in the novel, so if we take over his property, we can it will not affect the story going forward. And then in 190 AD, this Changsha over here will become the territory of Sun Jian. Sun Jian will, from here, once Hejin redistributes his properties, he will assign Sun Jian to this property. And then of course, then when Dongzhuo takes over in 190, then he will come back up here, I think, to Lujiang, or that's I think more like 195 already. So yeah, about 195, and but by then we should be close to completing, or we would have completed enough of the, or we would have, I should. Our influence here will be extreme in the sense that we cannot help but interrupt the flow of history, in the sense that as soon as we assign governors to territories or cities that we conquer, they will start to recruit officers from other factions. And in this case, the Yellow Turbans will be the group most impacted by our officers' recruitment. They automatically do that as soon as we make them governors of each city. And the reason why we want them to make them governors, so that they can actually manage the cities, instead of right now we haven't assigned any ministers here, so that's why all these areas, there are no tasks that can begin. We can only give them our rulers and then one from our lords. So if we have ministers, N90 or plus will allow this. These ministers will allow or will give tasks in this area, which they will recommend those, and it's up to us to authorize it or not. So that's why when we were playing as Sun Yu, we had only these two, because we were. This is the marshal or the strategist position. This is the domestic. Wait, that's the one, and this is the domestic minister, and this is the war minister. So we need to appoint ministers to maximize our reach. And So this is right at the very start. And if we, since we have asked the game to try to follow the story mode, if we do not intrude too much into what is going on, they will leave us alone. So that means at this point in time, I would consider the first scenario as the real tutorial. You know, it's something we can just jump in and learn from it, which we did in our first playthrough 7 years ago. So we just jump in here, we play, and we can just start taking properties or cities. We should not take this. The reason why we don't want to take this is that once 190 comes around and Heijin starts distributing domain out, if we take over this, then Sun Jian will not have any place to go. And if he doesn't have any place to go, then it will break the game. I mean, no, it will break the story mode. So the computer doesn't know how to go forward with the story anymore because there are three main protagonists in Three Kingdoms. That's the Cao Cao, that is the Sun, and then there is Liu Bei. So if Sun Jian cannot come here, then that interrupts the story mode, and it will now default into the computer trying to win against us now. And so what will happen is that it will form a coalition with, even if there are what do you call this, yellow turbans still around. So suddenly everyone will be against us because we will be the biggest power. We can still be the biggest power, but if we leave this open and Sun Jian can come here, so we do not force the storyline to stop, and so they can proceed with and we will not take any properties here because Chen Liu will be the headquarters for Cao Cao, and this one and then Dao Qian will take over Xiapi and Xiaobei and possibly Langye, and that would be, and then Pingyuan or Ganling or Pingyuan. There's Pingyuan here. Pingyuan over here will be taken over by Liu Bei. And then after he is kicked out of Pingyuan by Yuan Xiao, he will come here and ask to serve Dao Qian, who in turn will later bequeath him these two provinces to Liu Bei. And so that's why these are properties we will not take. We can take them because the story, we have asked the computer to go with the story mode, so they will not bother us. We can just constantly spread out, and we will not be any threat to them, and they will not be any threat to us. And we can witness how the story goes along, right? It's like we are here watching a movie unfold. Okay. Having said that, let's start. And when we start, what we want to do first is to assign ministers. So we have the war minister, we have the domestic minister, and this war minister here is based on intelligence. So anything intelligence hired 90 or higher, he can recommend 2 tasks. Same with the domestic minister, but the government attribute should be 90 or better. And war minister, military minister, leadership. So war, WAR, the 4th attribute, war, is really more for dueling. So leadership, government, and intelligence. So in war minister, we can have Li Jingye. He has genius. For the domestic minister, we can have pragmatism, and then for military minister, we can have a trainer of horses. See, now once we have done that, we can see that. So now these guys will start recommending stuff. So right now, look at this. We have all 6 now. And before we do anything else, what we can do is save the game so that if we make a mistake, we can always easily go back to the save. I will save it to level 2, right? Save it to 2. So if we make any mistakes, we can easily go back and reload. And so right now, before the story even proceeds, what we can do is start gobbling up properties. So we want to come up here to take Xinye. So we can deploy up here. We'll just commander will be no. We need who are the guys that. Okay, and then the troop type will be horses, so they're fast. And we don't need a lot of troops, like 2,000 is enough. Okay, so we're going on a land grab, okay? And then the other one would be doing another land grab south. We're going southward. And the commander will be okay, and then the same thing, just horses, and 2,000 is fine. Make it 3,000, so in case he bumps into bandits. Okay, and then for our current command, what we want to do is, wow, we need to increase our domestic commerce. And then military for let's patrol so that we can have and then let's see what is being asked here. Greater culture? Oh, why do you want culture? We don't really need culture at this point in time. Okay, let's just wow, we really need money now. Okay. Okay, yeah, commerce. Yeah, let's do commerce. Yes, 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 more commerce. Yes. Okay, what else? Wow, we're almost out of cash. Yeah, we're almost out of cash. The thing is that see, now we can get access to the cash here, so that and that's the problem as a follower. We could not do this, right? We could not redistribute the cash, and we therefore have a hard time. Like a city, one city has a lot of the resources, but we couldn't move them, and so I don't think. That's why. Okay, right now what we can do is assign a governor here. Or should we assign? No. Wow, we don't have. Okay. And then we can move more officers over, so that means we will not be shouldering all the the cost of the people. Oh, she's in commerce. Wow. Okay. Wow. Tai Li. Okay. Wow. She's at 78. Okay. Not a good idea. Not a good idea. Meng Lian. Okay. Let's move Tai Li first. So there will be 3 people there, and then I think we can send. Wait, assign governors. See, we just have these people, right? We don't have that many people. Oh, okay. Excuse me. Sorry about that. Okay, what we can do is have Fu Xiong continue to advance here. And then fealty. Wow. Okay, what we can do now is start moving people down there. Again, it's just property grab, right? We are just going out bonkers on these. And then we will have continue to advance all the way here. So he'll just take these 2 cities, and we can continue. Like this guy has 4. This city has. Okay. Oh, we need to move people here. Yeah, we have a couple of people who have like low. Yeah, they have low. Yeah, they have low loyalty. Taishi. So here, exactly the game, the way the game is built, or we're constantly. So that's what I love about this. It's just we're constantly occupied doing something. Yeah, we will not have anybody here because there's nobody here. There are troops here. The reason why we want the property is that this thing produces 3,355 gold revenue every quarter and 4,000 harvest or source or supplies. If we don't occupy it, the amount of gold and the amount of supplies do not increase. It's like it makes sense, right? It is a resource producing city, but there's nobody there to collect them. So, but if we own them, they start growing up, and we will see that later on. Like we are at February 17, at the start of April, we can see that this thing is producing 3,600 gold and 3,500 gold and 4,200 harvest. 33 and 35, 44,000 and 4,002. 19,000 supplies as against 10,000 supplies. These will remain at 19 and 3,600 gold, while this one, 48 gold and 10,000 supplies will increase. Wait, we might have to. Okay, let's not do that first until we're close to the. Okay, what we can do is assign a governor here, which would be no. And then we can move assignment transfer to here. Huochong. And then we can ask him to disperse. So he will now report to Runan, while yeah, so they can act on their own, because as long as there is a governor, they can act on their own. Okay, let's see what is her Cai Shi. Oh, she's at 96. Okay, we can send her to Runan, because she has not yet I guess she has not yet been appointed to do any work, right? Because if we have assigned somebody to do certain work and then we move her, that means the amount of money that we had just invested will disappear. So assign transfer orders here, like all of these. Oh, who's this guy? Oh yeah, she is. So they are all, see, they're all busy now, and so that's why we're grabbing property at the same time. Oh, and we can only staff so many, and we will staff these people over here. That's why we did not continue to come over here, is that I think we can still protect this one, right? From here we can protect this one. Maybe we should do that. So these guys are all, they can protect each other. I mean, from Xinye we can actually go and protect Runan if we see anybody coming in from top. But if the Yellow Turban decides to take Runan from us by combining Chao, Su Chang, and one, then I think we will lose Runan. So I don't want to be too aggressive at the start. Anyway, right now we are controlling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cities. So that should be pretty good. Anyway, our timer went off, so I guess this would be a good place to cut the episode right here. Thank you guys for joining me. I hope you join me in the next episode. Bye!